Hello, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have new bookshelves, which is so exciting. I will link my previous vlog below for you because I take you through a little tour of my first bookshelf. This one to the left of me is actually quite new, so that one's not in the vlog, but it'll be in a future vlog for sure. I am so excited. We are going to do another TBR Jar Prompts Chooses My Reads for the month of May, which is crazy to think about. I did not do this video for April because at the start of the month I was away in Kuala Lumpur, which again I did film. So if you haven't checked out that travel vlog, really recommend it because it's a nice fun one. So I'm so excited to get back into this. For April I've just been mood reading, which has been a lot of fun. Keep an eye out for the next video to come, which will be my wrap up for April and also March. I'm going to put them together in the vlog because I've had a pretty good month, but I'm so excited to get back into this. I'm also going to be in Europe for half of May, so I'm hoping that we'll get a couple of books in here that will be good holiday vibes. But without further ado, let's get into this. I think I'm going to pick 6 prompts. If you are new here, essentially I have these little prompts in here. I pick one from the jar and it might be something like start a new series, and then I go to my to be read list, which is TBR for short, and I grab a book that fits the prompt. It's a very common video. There's a few people that I love. I definitely recommend checking out Rachel Catherine's videos and Sarah Caroli's. The other two that I really love. But let's actually start. Prompt number 1. A book with time travel. Ooh, I don't know how many I have in here. I already read the 7 Year Split. That would have been a really good one for this. But let me look. I'm gonna pick one that will fit the general gist as well as I can. So let me have a look. To be honest, I think I only have one book that kind of matches this prompt, and that is The Midnight Library. I believe that this is like quite an OG TikTok book, but I haven't read it. It is quite short. It's it's less than 300 pages, which is crazy. But let me read the blurb for you so you get the general gist. It says, "Between life and death there is a library," she said. "And within that library the shelves go on forever. Every book provides a chance to try another life you could have lived, to see how things would be if you had made those other choices." Ooh, so I feel like there'll be time travel in here. There's definitely the option for it, whether or not they do it. But I'm excited. And look how short that is. That's like perfect. I wonder if this will be a nice like little holiday book. I'm hoping we'll get some romance for holiday vibes though. But this is prompt number 1, time travel, The Midnight Library. Woo! Prompt number 2, what will we get? Oh, okay, I'm in my thriller moment, so honestly it's not that bad, but I have a thriller or mystery book. I actually started the Mind F series on my Kindle and I've only read book 1 so far. That will be in my wrap up video. So I could do that, or I do have a couple of other options that I'll pull from my shelf. I could do the Mind F series book number 2. Essentially that series, if you don't know about it, it's 5 novellas. They're all like 150 pages. It's an FBI agent that is trying to work on a serial killer case. At the same time, he starts dating a female who turns out to be the serial killer. I know, I'm not going to tell any more because I think you should read it. But some other options we have. The Silent Patient, another OG TikTok book, which I'm so late to, but this one is an option. This blurb always terrifies me. I'm pretty sure I've read this to you in another TBR jar prompt one, but Alicia Barrison lived a seemingly perfect life until one day 6 years ago when she shot her husband in the head 5 times. Since then, she hasn't spoken a single word. It's time to find out why. Like, that grips me. It's such a short blurb, but I'm gripped. Also quite short. We have The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I haven't started. I know. OG. I know I'm late to it. It's an OG TikTok book as well. I should really start this. There's 3 books in this series. I have all 3 books as well. And it's been on my list. So this could be a good option. And then we also have the second book in The Naturals, which I also started. I believe it was my March TBR, my February TBR. I can't remember, but the first book is The Naturals and I loved it. Like, it was my first thriller book. It is very YA, young adult, but I loved it because I get scared so easily and it was my first one. So it was really good to get myself into there. You're essentially following these gifted teenagers that get put into this FBI program to help solve crimes. So the main character you followed in the first book is a profiler, and there's like a little bit of like teenage angst, a little love story here and there. The case that you're following is quite interesting, twists and turns. Even though it's young adult, I still didn't guess the prompt of the first book either. So this is the second one, Killer Instincts. So it's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the same author as Inheritance Games, which I also haven't read. So these are some options plus the Mind F series. I know I should probably pick Killer Instincts because that is the second book in the series, but then at the same time I kind of want to read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But maybe I should stick with like following on a series that I've already started. So let's pick Killer Instincts for prompt 2. Look at that, so fun. Let me put these back and let's pick prompt number 3. Prompt number 3, I'm hoping for romance. That's what I want. I don't want non-fiction, but also I do know what book I'll pick. Oh no! I could have literally used it for this one. Continue a series you're in. I really could have done The Naturals and picked Killer Instincts. There's quite a few series that I'm in the middle of. So let me have a look at my shelf and grab one. Be only in the middle of 3 other series, plus The Naturals. I do have a couple of books on my shelves that I've read book 1, but I don't actually own book 2. But I have quite a few different options here. We have the real chunky House of Sky and Breath. This is the second book in the Crescent City one. I finished the first book, which was in my most recent vlog, so I'll link that for you below because I actually really liked it. So we could do Crescent City 2. I would probably want to listen to a bit of that on Audible. She's chunky, but it would be kind of nice to start it again because I did just finish the first book. But then also like romance. Like I said, I do want a couple of romance books. So we have Powerless. So this is the 3rd book, I believe, in the Chestnut Spring series. If I got the wrong one, apologies. But I'm up to book 3. I've read the last 2 books, I think from the TBR Jar Chooses My Reads, so that's good. I'm enjoying the series quite a lot. I can't remember which book I prefer, but I think I liked book number 2 more than book number 1, but I've liked them both. Small Town Romance, the last book had Grumpy Sunshine. I believe this one we follow the friend. So the first 2 books I follow 2 different brothers and they obviously get a love interest. And I believe this one you follow the friend of these brothers and he is a hockey player from what I know, ice hockey. So that is exciting. You do get allusions to this guy in here, Jasper, and he's quite a mysterious person. He clearly had a challenging childhood because he's kind of been adopted by this close-knit family and brought in as one of their own. So I am very curious into his background, so that's an option. And we also have Abby Jimenez. So this is the second book in the series, which I don't even know what the series is called. I'm so sorry, but I just finished the first book, which was Part of Your World, and I just bought the 3rd book, which is called Just for Summer. That's quite a new release, so I could read this. I've heard amazing things about this book. I really loved Part of Your World. I loved Abby Jimenez writing. I raved about it in my previous vlog. I loved it. It was an adult romance story and there was depth to it. I liked that it wasn't young adult. I liked that there was depth to the characters and emotional connection. I've heard such incredible things about this book. I know that people prefer this to book 1 and I did love book 1. I think I gave it 4.5 stars, so I might lean towards this. I think I hear that Jacob, who is the male main character, struggles with social anxiety and it's got like a really good representation of that. So I think I'm gonna do this because I really enjoyed Abby Jimenez and I'm not ready to leave yet. So let's do Yours Truly. This could be a really good one to take to Europe as well. So I think I'm gonna add that to the list. Halfway through, let's pick prompt number 4. I can't even remember what I wrote on any of these prompts. I always get so nervous. Oh no, a book you've been putting off. I have so many. I could do A Good Girl's Guide for Murder because I have had that for a really long time. I could do the Knock It Out series, Lucy Score. I've had that for so long and I haven't started it. But let me have a proper look at my shelf and pick one. I've got 4 options. One of them's gonna really shock you. But the first one is Try Time at Cinnamon Gardens. I won't spend too much time talking on this because it was in a previous vlog. But it's a fantasy novel. It's set in Australia, in Sydney, at a nursing home, and you follow the residents who are telling stories about their lives, but there's also this ominous force outside of the nursing home that's trying to bring bad things, I believe. So I've got that one. I am excited to read it. I don't know why I keep putting it off. It's probably because it's not on TikTok, let's be honest. It's not like a massive TikTok famous book, so that's a terrible reason to put it off, by the way. But that could be a reason. But that is one of them. Beautiful cover. And then I've always wanted to read The Song of Achilles, but some reading that I did suggested that I need to read Circe first by Madeline Miller. So these are like Greek mythology, like romance, fantasy kind of books. So this is in the House of Helios, for example. I don't know why I want to read The Song of Achilles, because honestly I'm not like a Greek mythology person, but it just piques my interest. But then I picked up Circe and I haven't been itching to read it. So this is definitely a book that I've been putting off. It is short, which is nice. I think it's just over 330 pages. So like this, and it is beautiful. It's not jumping to me, you know what I mean? Then we have Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I am late to the chain, I know. There's 3 books in this series. I think people prefer book 2, I believe. It's just another romance story, and it's quite long. That's really what's been putting me off on this one. Like, it's 478 pages, or sorry, 483 pages. Like, that is long for a romance book. I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard great things about it. And like, I have already Binding 13 to read. And I've read a few other romance books that I like. Like, I like the Chestnut Springs series. I'm enjoying the Abby Jimenez series. I like reading Emily Henry's books. Am I gonna feel the same for Lucy Scott? I don't know. So this is definitely one that I've been putting off, but it could be a nice option. And please don't yell at me through your TVs or your phone. I know I'm late to this. I haven't read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I've had it for so long. This is probably one of the first books I actually bought when I got back into reading, and I just haven't read it. I know. I actually also have Daisy Jones and the Six, and I haven't read it yet. I haven't read any of Taylor Jenkins Reid's. But like, the things I hear about this, like, this is, I think that's why I haven't read it, because I hear such amazing things that what if I don't like it? I feel like I'm nervous. But you follow a reclusive Hollywood movie icon. Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant for the job, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Why her? Why now? And like, I do want to know what the hype is about. I think you get introduced to the world of Hollywood and like the relationships that can often be set up for paparazzi and for publicity. So I think I'm going to go with this. I am going to the Cannes Film Festival, so to be very honest, this could be a good book for me to read whilst I'm in France. So I think I'm going to add The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo to my TBR. And you all better be telling me the truth that this book is really good, and I'm going to think about it every week. I hope so. If I need to start Lucy Score's book or the Cirque by Madeline Miller, please tell me in the comments, because I do need a bit of a push for those two. But yeah, let me know. Let's do prompt number 5. I did unfortunately just realize that a series that I am currently in the middle of, I have Powerful. That is the little novella from Adina's point of view for Powerless. But I still probably read that, so that's okay. But I really should have picked that book because I'm so excited for that. But let's do prompt number 5. I feel like this video is quite long, so I'll try to keep this prompt short. A book over 600 pages. Ooh, she's gonna be long. I could do Crescent City 2, which is definitely over 600 pages. Or I could start The Boys of Tommen. These are the 2 chunky books. So, pros of starting Crescent City 2 is that Crescent City 1 is fresh in my mind. Cons are that I haven't actually read Throne of Glass. I've read Agatha, and then I went straight to Crescent City because it was my book club book. I've read all of Agatha, just not Throne of Glass. Another con is a very, I will put my hand up and say yes, a very first world problem one is I don't want to get the 3rd book until it's in the short version, and right now in Australia it's in the tall version. I know, I can get it on Audible, but I could do this, and I would probably listen to quite a lot of it. So to be honest, if I did get it on Audible, it could be quite a nice listening book on the plane, especially because flying to Europe is a really long flight. But I could say the same thing about any book, to be honest. And then I have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, which I do really want to start. It's just like, this is so long. I know that everybody raves on about it for so long, but this is 789 pages. And the thing is that I've bought all of them. I haven't even started the series, and I have all 5 that are currently out. I know that's terrible, but I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Like, I hear amazing things. I don't know which one's longer, but because I'm not sure, I think I'm gonna have a look at the pages, and whichever one's longer we'll pick. So I think I just said The Boys of Tommen one is 789? Yeah. Okay, so 789 pages. And let's see what House of Sky and Breath is. It feels shorter. Ooh, 798. That's so close, only 10 pages. Okay, it's gonna be the second Crescent City book, House of Sky and Breath. To be honest, I am excited to read this. She's just chunky, but both are. I do really need another push to get me starting on The Boys of Tommen, so please also give me that push. Final prompt number 6. What are we gonna get? Take your guesses now. Okay, I'm gonna guess it is the color of the cover. That's my guess. Like, I have to pick a certain color. Oh, no. A book with a one-word title. So, oh my god. I think I already know. I don't even need to waste time. I think I already know. Powerful! I was just saying that I should have picked this for the serious one. If you don't know what this is, it's the little novella that goes along with Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I loved this book. Yes, I understand the critiques. It is a little Hunger Gamey cross Divergent, but I don't care. I actually haven't read Hunger Games or Divergent. Obviously, I've watched Hunger Games, but I haven't read them. So this book, love it. I get the criticism, I do, but I love it. And you can't tell me otherwise. I love the characters. I love the little banter that goes on between them. Love the storyline. And I wasn't ready to be done with the universe yet. And also, Reckless doesn't come out to maybe June or July, I can't remember. And then Powerful came out, and I didn't even know there was a novella coming out, but this is from Adina's point of view, and I'm so excited. It's so short, which would be a nice break from Crescent City. Like, it's only 200 and something pages, so I'm so excited. So I don't even need to worry about any other choices, because this is it. I do need you to tell me that I don't need the black copy of this. So at QBD, at least in Australia, I can get this cover but in a black backing instead, which would look nice on the shelf next to Powerless, but I don't need it. So I need someone to say, no, Brooke, no, that's bad, you don't need it, okay? But we have our 6 books, so just let me reshuffle my shelves and then let's go through the 6. Okay, book number 1, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. What's that? Book 2, we have Killer Instincts by Jennifer Lynn Barn, the second book in the Natural series. I believe there's 4 books in the series. I think 4. Book number 3, I'm very excited for this one. Abby Jimenez, Yours Truly. So excited, the second book in the series. Book number 3, we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Very excited for this as well. I think this will be a really good holiday read as well. Little bit nervous for the next book, but I am excited. Book number 5, we have House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in Crescent City. I do love the cover of this one, so I am excited. And book number 6, I'm so excited. We have Powerful by Lauren Roberts. Look at that, beautiful. So these are the 6 books that we have on the TBR for May. I'm so excited. I will already give you the heads up that I don't get back from Europe until the 10th of June. So I might not have a TBR just June reads, but I will put the May and June videos together afterwards so that you can still see what I read during June. But I'm so excited. Look at that, that's beautiful. We have quite a good mix in here. So we have, I guess this one's fantasy. I'm not actually sure, maybe like general fiction, historical fiction. I don't know what to classify that one as. So we have that one. And then we have 2 fantasies, I think like a general fiction, and then a romance book, and a mystery thriller. So we have quite a good mix of books, variety as well. I love the TBR prompt. I did enjoy mood reading, and I have read some amazing books during April, but I'm excited to get back into these videos. Definitely follow me over on Instagram because I am going to Europe very soon, as I've already said. I will also try the TikTok a bit better, so go follow me over there as well. It's just Brooke McQuaid. Keep an eye out for my next video because it will be the wrap up of March and April, and I think I've read like 14-15 books, so that's pretty good and quite a diverse range, and I have a few that I didn't really like and then some that I loved, so definitely keep an eye out for the next video as well. But I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know which books you think I should read next. If there's any books that I put down that I should have read, please give me the little push to get them onto my next month's TBR. But yes, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!